Hi everybody, it's Tom from Vehicle Visionary. I hope you're having a great day. This is the 2024 Honda CR-V Hybrid Sport. And in today's Vehicle Visionary video, I'm going to give you the information to answer the question, do the features match the price? One thing I definitely have to say that is in my personal opinion in favor of this model is the exterior color. It's radiant red. Red happens to be my favorite color, but I know some of you are going to say, you know what, there's other colors I like too. Tell me what your favorite color is for the CR-V. It does have a black interior, and you will find that this particular model is front-wheel drive, but all-wheel drive is available. So if you want to pay a little extra for that, no problem. And if you're the person that says, you know what, Tom, I really want to buy a CR-V, but I don't want a turbocharged engine under the hood. What are my options? Your only option is going to be going hybrid. You will have the 2 electric motors paired with the 2-liter naturally aspirated 4-cylinder. And together, all of that puts out 204 horsepower and 247 pounds-feet of torque. The good thing about hybrid compared to full EV is that you don't have to worry about charge capacity only. When the charge capacity gets to a certain point, the gas engine kicks on, that recharges everything, and you also have regenerative braking that helps with that as well. It's all mated to an eCVT that's very well behaved, by the way, and let's talk a little bit about those all-important MPGs. 43 city, 36 highway, 40 combined, and 2.5 gallons of gas per every 100 miles driven. Obviously, that's going to depend on a lot of things. And you notice that those MPGs are flip-flopped, and you might say, why is that? That's because at higher speeds out on the highway, you're going to find yourself using the gas motor, so the MPGs will be down, but still very respectable numbers. There is gloss black around several different areas of the vehicle, as well as some matte black with some of the other finishes, and it all seems to work very well with this radiant red exterior color. Now you will notice that this particular model, as the sport trim level goes, does not have fog lights. The fact that you have LED headlights, I think, will make up for that. You're still going to have plenty of lighting in just about every situation. Especially if you're driving in the city, you really shouldn't have too much trouble with the lack of the fog lights, but tell me what your thoughts are on that. I know everyone has their opinions and could be based purely on experience. I'm curious to know. Safety-wise, we're going to have Honda sensing, and that's going to include road departure mitigation braking, lane keeping assist, adaptive cruise control, traffic jam assist. All of that is here. And how about our tire and wheel setup? The width is going to be 235. We're going to have a 60 series sidewall wrapped around 18-inch wheels. And again, the gloss black, I think that really fits in very well here. You'll also find gloss black with the mirror caps, turn signal indicators built in to the power adjustable side view mirrors, blind spot monitoring right here. They are manually folding. And the remote, for those who want to know, it does have remote start, lock, unlock, has the walk-away feature, it is a proximity key. All of those great features are there. And one place where you won't find gloss black is in an area where I think it fits, and that's going to be the windows right here. The trim around the windows, that comes in chrome. I think that works in this particular case. Roof rails as well, and the body-colored shark fin antenna up there, finishing things off with the rear roof spoiler. Obviously, you can take advantage of the rear window wiper and LED tail lights. And here is the sticker price, in case you are curious about that. If you want to see the sticker, I know this may not be the best view, but there it is for you. If you want to pause the video, take a screenshot, zoom in, whatever the case is, you can do that. Now, I do want to show you one more thing. That's not the final price on the vehicle. Some dealerships do add some features and functionality. So here's what we have for the additional price. There's the price, and there are the features that have been added. Again, you can pause the video if you need to take a look at that right now. And one question that I'm often asked is, what are the percentages of window tint? 40% on the front, 25 back here on these rear, and 12 on the back window. That number represents the percentage of light that is allowed through with the window tint. And with the hybrid version of the CR-V, you can tow up to 1,000 pounds. No, the number is not 1,500. You will only find that when you go with the 1.5 liter turbocharged version. And cargo capacity is going to vary depending on what you have, 36.6 to 39.3 to 76.5 cubic feet. And that all depends on whether or not you go hybrid or not. We'll have the lighting here as far as the cargo area goes. And in the interest of fair reporting, no, there is not a spare tire simply because of the lack of space. I don't know if I can get the floor to come up. No, I can't. But there's just no space there. That's one thing about a hybrid vehicle is most of the time when you buy one, they don't have a spare tire. You will find a 12-volt power outlet. And if you want to see cargo space maximized, here is what we have. This should give you a pretty good angle of how flat those seats lie up there. In fact, we can probably do a little better than that. Let's open the side, or the door here, side door. What door do we have besides side doors? But anyway, you can see that they're relatively flat. Sometimes you'll have a little bit of an angle when the seats are laid down like this. In this case, that angle isn't there. You do have a little bit of an area right here that comes up, but still plenty of cargo capacity. And as far as these rear doors go, a nice comfortable armrest. You can see the reasonably sized door bin, and I don't know how well you can see it from here. Hopefully the camera picks it up. There we go. I think that's a little better, where you can see that the seats do recline. Obviously that does work on both sides. I just have one side reclined back for now. The fold down armrest is here with the cup holders built in. I have to say I like the design here because of the fact that your rear seat passengers can have 2 bottles in the cup holder area here and can still take advantage of the armrest. Not very many vehicles can boast that kind of functionality. Rear seat pocket only on the passenger side seat. I don't know why they don't put one over here. You will find air conditioning vents, a couple of USB ports, and now something that I would like your opinion on. You have a conventional size sunroof here, but I know a lot of you are more in favor of a panoramic sunroof. Tell me what your thoughts are, and tell me why you would prefer a panoramic over a conventional size. And with a larger front door compared to the rear doors, we'll find a larger armrest and a larger door bin. Now here on the hybrid sport trim level, the passenger seat, while it's fully adjustable and heated, it is manually adjustable. The passenger seat is the only one that's manual up here on the front. Driver's seat is power adjustable. We'll find the wheel lock key in here. That's one of the features that this model comes with that was added by the dealership. The wheel locks, plenty of space within the glove box area, and a 12-volt power outlet, a couple of USB options, plenty of space here. Conventional shifters. So for those of you who say, man, I do not like push button shifters, that's not a problem. Drive mode selector, hill start assist. You know what else is here, I think. There are your cup holders, a little bit of space in front of the center console. And how well does my arm fit there? Well, I could probably drop the seat down, lower it a little bit, and take more advantage of that. Obviously, everything is adjustable here, and a reasonable amount of space within the center console itself. And if you're wondering about a sunglass holder, there it is. And then here is the control for the sunroof. It tilts open, it also slides open. And here on the driver's side door, you pretty much know what all is here. I'm pretty sure controls for the windows, the mirrors, all that good stuff, it's all here. Nice large door bin. Again, you can turn traction control off or back on right there. And if you drop this lever, you can adjust the tilt and telescopically adjustable steering wheel. Do make sure you put that lever back in place before you take off down the road. That could be an interesting adventure to have the steering wheel moving around in directions it's not supposed to. But hopefully everybody knows that. Here is the digital dashboard. Everything here very easy to use and figure out. And if you want to go through information, let's just show you in real time here. I'm going to push the home button once, twice, and then a third time. That gets me to this screen, and I can use the scroll wheel right here to work my way back and forth through different information. When I want to select something, I just push on the scroll wheel, and there we go. Such as having the power flow meter right there. You can put that on the dash if you want to, and then quite a bit of information depending on what you want to know about what's going on with the vehicle. Here's where you will control the exterior lighting, the LED headlights, tail lights, all that good stuff, and then the control for your front and rear window wipers. Push button start. I don't think you're going to find any new vehicles in this day and age that don't have push button start. And in this particular case, we're going to have the 7-inch touchscreen. Very simple to use, very simple to learn. That flickering effect is not really happening. That has to do with my camera, so nobody can say, uh-oh, Honda has a defect. Yeah, that's not actually happening. A very common thing you see with a lot of videos here on YouTube. Now, one thing I will say here is that with this 7-inch touchscreen, you will need a USB cable to pair your smartphone, but you can still do that. Apple CarPlay and Android Auto compatibility. And let's go into reverse and take a look at the rear view camera. In fact, you have 3 different views. It's a multi-view rear view camera. There's what you have. Trajectory lines are there also. Dual zone climate control and heated seats. 3 different stages for the driver and the passenger. Pretty simple as far as everything goes. And what about those driving modes I was talking about earlier? Let's work our way through the driving modes. We'll start here with normal. We'll go down to Econ. If you're going to be needing snow mode, you may want to consider all-wheel drive. And then last but not least, we're going to have sport mode. As we get out on the road for our test drive, I do want to share one important piece of information with you that I forgot to mention earlier in the video. I know some of you who have asked about this in the past, and I've just never been able to find the information. So I hope this is accurate. I hope what I found is right. The question is, how far can you drive a Honda CR-V hybrid as far as the 2023 and 2024 models go on electric only? 34 miles is what I found to be the information. If you already own one of these, as far as the 23 or 24 models, tell us down in the comments what your experience has been. Have you been able to do that? Just curious to know. Somebody might have some additional information to offer on that. It's been a little hard to find, but I finally found a little bit, so hopefully that helps. And if you just listen, it may sound like you're hearing road noise and a little wind and everything, and I guess in a way you are. It's not bad. My lapel mic is not likely picking that up the way it really sounds to me. It sounds very quiet. It sounds very much acceptable, I would say. And the thing about that, the reason I say that is because of the fact that people want to know, well, what does that sound like? What is the road noise like? It's actually very enjoyable to drive this CR-V hybrid. It's quiet, it's comfortable, it's very agile. It gets around with no problem, a nice tight turning radius. It's really solid if you need a 2-row SUV like this, not worried about the 3rd row that some vehicles offer. Obviously, you'd have to go midsize or higher, but when it comes down to it, there's plenty of cargo capacity, plenty of space for the driver and the passengers, and you have a vehicle that handles very well. It's very maneuverable to get around in maybe really tight confines. Maybe you live in an area where there's a lot of traffic. That is very helpful if you can do it, to have a vehicle that's a little smaller, maybe just easier to work your way around. And technology here is very simple. I know there's a lot of people out there who have waited to buy a new vehicle because you say to yourself, boy, that technology it's a little scary. I don't think I'll use all of it, but tell me what it's like anyway. Yeah, it's not hard to learn. And what I have discovered is a lot of people that come into Honda dealerships based on what sales staff has told me in the past, they'll say, oh, I'll never use that. And then eventually they learn how to use it and say, wow, I didn't think I would use it, but I'm so glad to have it. This works so much better and it's easier to use than I thought. So I'm glad it's here and I am using it. Overall, a very well-balanced vehicle. That's one reason why the CR-V has been so popular for a very long period of time. You definitely have plenty of get up and go when you need it, especially when a vehicle pulls out in front of you. Boy, I'm glad I changed lanes. I don't know if you saw that or not, but they pulled out in front of me and then they turned immediately at the next turn. And what you can't see is the fact that there's nobody behind me at all, period. just like there's no one in front of me. Yeah, welcome to Shreveport, Louisiana. If you want to learn to drive defensively, come drive in Shreveport. I promise you will have no choice but to learn. But overall, a very well-balanced vehicle. Yes, I am distracted by bad drivers. Thankfully, I'm a defensive driver, but a very well-balanced vehicle is what I would call the CR-V. Whether you go hybrid or you go non-hybrid, it really doesn't matter. There are so many great features that it brings. And I think the price, even though I know the prices have gone up over the course of time, unfortunately that's been the case with everything, especially here in the United States. I think we all know why that happened, but it's just an unfortunate part of the times we live in. I say all of that to say that I still feel like the CR-V is reasonably priced for what it is, for what you get, for all of the features and creature comforts and just modern day technology, driving aids. It's all here and far less than $40,000. Okay, tell me what you think. Do the features match the price on this 2024 Honda CR-V Hybrid Sport? Tell me what your thoughts are and tell me why you answered the way that you did. I'm always curious to know. I do want to say a special thanks to my friends here at Holmes Honda for loaning me the CR-V for the day. If you want to know more about this particular model, maybe come in and buy it. Check out the link down in the description of the video. You can also find out about what additional vehicles Holmes Honda has to offer that you could be interested in. Maybe there's something else besides the CR-V. And I also want to say a special thanks to each and every one of you for being kind enough to give me the opportunity to give you a vision for your next vehicle. If you enjoyed this video and haven't subscribed to the Vehicle Visionary YouTube channel just yet, please consider doing so. And if you would like to learn about additional vehicles you may wish to consider purchasing, please check out the video that's on the screen right now, and I will see you there.